Area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Sammy, Michael from Miami.
Michael from Miami. How are you, Michael?
Well, welcome from COVID hell.
Yeah.
We are just backwards, man. We are just ass backwards from the word go. Amazing. You know what's going on down here. If you don't, everybody in the country knows. Half the counties are closed, half of them are open, half our beaches are closed, half of them are open. The governor sits there and goes on with Pence in order to do his own, I don't know, debut for 2024. It's just maddening beyond belief. So we do the best we can with what we've got, but we're a classic case of everybody kind of making crap up as they go along. We don't listen to the state government, obviously. There's nothing from the federal position to help us. So everything essentially revolves around your county administrators, and more importantly, the hospital administrators, and eventually it's going to be the school administrators who are going to call the shots. The rest of us are just kind of going along little by little, trying to do the best we can. It's the most unbelievably unnerving and depressing set of circumstances, because this shit is bottomless. There is no end in sight. Not that I can see, unless you're smarter than I am, and I know you're in a different part of the country, which is smarter. But for us, it's an unbelievably desultory type of look. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, the only bottom, the only end to it is when people start to socially distance and wear masks in public.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Did you see Hayes' piece last night about what's going on in Europe and how they managed to recoup and essentially regain their lives? I don't know. Chris has been doing some great work.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't get the credit because he gets overshadowed by Rachel and he gets killed in the ratings by Carlson, but he's really been doing some good work lately.
Yeah. What I didn't miss that. Well, I missed it. What did it say?
He did a piece essentially contrasting what's going on in Germany and Czech Republic and even Italy and England, where they're basically having open gatherings without social distancing. The need for masks now, that may be a bit risky, but they're basically have gotten things crushed to the point where they can function. I mean, they're not having 5,000 person rallies or anything, but they're essentially functioning. People are out having picnics with their families. People are enjoying the outdoors. Half of what's going on here from a mental health standpoint, we talked about this before, people are out of their minds. You literally go stir crazy because you can't go anywhere or do anything. And if you do, it's a truncated experience. You're not going to be able to enjoy a meal or have a glass of wine or an adult beverage. You can't do that stuff. Your staff is pretty cool, although I disagree with them on some stuff, but, friends disagree. But your guys are all sports fans. When's the next time any of those dudes are heading for a sports bar?
Well, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Those
no, I mean,
they're necessary outlets that we need to kind of vent. And if you take those outlets away, you've got a powder keg and a cork that's going to get blown to hell. Did you see the crazy lady in Michigan at the Chipotle with the gun? Video?
I didn't.
Talked about it.
I didn't see that. But the point is, well, I think I do have it. I have it.
A 9mm on this kid because she ran into her and it escalates.
Yeah, let's do it. Is this clip number 12? Let's play this clip. I think it's clip number 12, right? Yeah. It's from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yes, people
beyond disturbing.
People are on edge. Play this clip, Brenda. People on edge. But the bottom line is because we had 3 months of basically lockdown where nothing happened. Nobody did it properly. And
correct. And we didn't finish. We didn't finish the job.
And it's just and part of it is because there's no national leadership that is basically telling people, if we do this, then this will happen. Play this clip.
She got the gun on me.
Get away.
She got the gun on me. He about to hit me with the car. Call him. I'm telling. Get the license plate. Get the license plate. Get the license plate now. Because you were never about to hit me with the damn car. You about to hit me with the car?
You fucking
both of y'all put the guns down on me, okay? Call Richard back up to the police. Call Richard back up here now.
Don't you fucking jump behind the car.
No, I ain't jumping behind your car. What you watching? Your husband was hitting me.
Get the fuck back!
Do you see that? Do you see that? They both pointed that gun on me. He was trying to hit me with the car when I was going back. You see that? And then when I hit his car, he wanted to jump out the car and put a gun on me. That is crazy. Trump making it real comfortable. Call the police. No, don't go anywhere. Call the police. 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 You about to hit me with the car. These motherfuckers trying to hit me. And Hey. Yeah, I got it.
I mean, that's, I mean,
Chilling. Beyond chilling.
Jesus.
it's also a good
That
reason
lady
why
is a
you don't
hairbreadth
want
from
people to
causing a
have,
massacre.
yeah.
She is literally that close.
That's why you don't want like people to be able to carry guns, because they don't have the ability to sort of say like, hey, this is an argument that I got in a parking lot because someone thought I was going to hit them and they banged my car, versus this is a situation where I need to whip out a weapon and threaten them. And she is a hair's breadth away of ruining her life and ruining the life of the person that she could have shot. I mean, it's nuts.
It's just not only the fact that it's incredibly improper social behavior to do anything even remotely close to that. What's happened here, my take, obviously, is that because of the national theme that's essentially been accentuated from the top, that it's okay. It's okay to get pissed off. And I'm older than you guys, so you got to grant me this. People have been pissed off about race relations and how deferential to strong women and having to acknowledge people's sexual orientation. This shit has been there for years. It has been bottled up and it was put in the corner and looked away for years because we as a country managed to essentially shun those people. What's happened in the last 4 years especially, although I can argue it's been on since going 1980, is there's been an opportunity to try to reinvigorate and almost, non-marginalize those people, and now that behavior is considered acceptable. So if you're pissed off at the black guy, or if you're pissed off at the strong woman, or if you're pissed off at the gay guy, pick the effing gun up and go blow their fucking head off, because we had to put this shit up for 30 years. And now we're not going to put up with it anymore. And oh, by the way, there's guys in the White House who are telling us it's okay. This is where it's coming from. And the problem is, unfortunately, until people have to really step back from the brink and take long, deep breaths, that African-American woman was probably right. I don't know what happened. Who brushed who? Who cares? You can never justify a circumstance where that gets escalated to that degree. But here's the problem. People are going to have to step back, swallow some pride, and leave things alone for a while. We are so raw right now that I'm afraid that we're going to have more and more of those circumstances.
Yeah.
God help.
Yeah, Michael, I appreciate the call. I tend to agree with you. I think
There you go.
I think it's not so much a resurgence. I think it is sort of like a little bit more of a license to express those things and to get angry. And I also think there's a certain amount of white knuckled quality to it where, there's a little bit of last gaspy type of thing about, but maybe that's too hopeful on my part.
Yeah, I was going to say that's being optimistic.
Look, when you're talking about, a society, the last gasp can last for decades, but at least it's like, I don't know. But